Everybody, and welcome back to another episode of LA Noire. Now, when we last left off, we got promoted to homicide. Woo! But now we're working with like this old guy. He's really lame, and you know, And now we're investigating our first, like, legit homicide case. Like, it's not just a traffic or police blah 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 case, you know, it's just straight up homicide. I don't know why I went blank there, but yeah, so that's what we're doing. And now we're gonna have to take a look at this woman's body, and that's gonna be a lot of editing. So I really don't want to do it, but I have to.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She has been badly stalked. The cut.
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Lady, you're gonna have to get those nails fixed. Some awful business. Come on now.
Interesting.
Interesting. Good way of putting it, Phelps. Spit everywhere. Sorry. Whoopsh. Whoopsh. Whoops. I'm so sorry. Is that it? Thank God. Okay.
What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Black Dahlia. Tex. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
When we get to the bomba, a man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Like I said, terrible partner. Goes by what another medium called them. Like, at least not one that I've heard of. Like, except for like.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Watch your mouth!
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You could start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
That's a
You're a
lie!
regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Maybe.
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him.
Hibiscus.
Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
You drove me up to Mohawk.
Hey, I know that guy.
A waitress.
Detective
I
Phelps,
have a little
LAPD.
spoon.
We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ.
Yeah.
You going
Sure,
to
I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Officer.
Sure, she's a
Yeah,
regular.
sure.
Celine is,
Pour me another.
was a lovely woman.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Truth.
You know him?
Yes.
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
That'll help a lot.
So, How's your tuna fish salad?
Hey, honey, what time do you get off?
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you. Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Doubt.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're going to tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. As I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Maybe he did, and you're next!
Sure, I know Jacob.
Everywhere.
He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
He swallowed! He gulped! He gulped with his throat! That's a doubt.
So if it wasn't Jacob,
Yes!
then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do
I'm
you
a
feel
master detective!
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been
3
busy.
out of 3
One more
correct.
thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in
Sounds like
enough
strip
cabs to
outfit.
remember that.
A waitress. Can I have another spoon?
We'll stick with the suit of justice.
I think he's a bit of a gangster. He treats me nice.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, look at the bad boys.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
Probably nothing.
Why did it dingle? Why? Wait, were there clues in here?
Operator, message for KGPL.
I bet there were.
Putting you through now.
Bet there were.
Phelps, batch 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks, ma'am.
Alright.
You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time. honey.
You've already said that.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
You find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
Smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. No, you picked the wrong job if I help with Thursday.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not...
Like, I mean, I know it's somewhat important, but it's just kind of like what I'm thinking in my head anyway. Just like, you know, like, load screen filler.
I'll try the back door. Wait here a second.
Huh. Oh, I thought he was gonna fake, like... Useless!
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Right? Oh no.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
The circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before. I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal.
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
This guy. I don't know about him. Though, Anthony, of course you don't trust him. It's just, anyway. Let's see. Oh, there's a key?
I doubt it.
Is it a key? I doubt it. These are the size 8 men's shoes. We can get a match.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
I mean, is it a women's 9? Because, I mean, I don't know how shoe sizes work. Los Diablos. Wait. Is that like some sort of fireball?
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming. Bastard.
You think this suit comes cheap? You're cheap. No oxidol. Screw that.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Yep.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. But Jacob could give us something to go on.
Yeah.
One of my after drank like this would be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, so I can get nasty on Thursday.
You and your drinking.
Circumstantial.
Homicide.
What perfect timing? Excuse me, lady. Excuse me. Why are you parking back here?
I knew it.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
She's dead.
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God.
Maybe she did
I
it.
need to go and then sit down.
Bye. Ask that neighbor. Can I ask the other one? Oh well. At least we got the busybody's point of view. Jeez. Well, we're gonna have to continue this episode in the next episode when we episode an episode. So if you liked it, please leave a like, favorite, comment, subscribe, all that good junk to keep this channel alive. And as always, thank you, I love you, and bye-bye.